Hi, welcome to The Buzz, Indiana's underground business voice. My name is Tony Selzo. We're shooting here live at Bar Louie's at Clay Terrace. I have a long-time comeback member, Dave Sicklesteel, one of the, we call them OR, Original Rainmakers. And Dave is with a company called, what is the name of your company?
Well, RDS and Associates.
Yeah.
You know, it's unique. It's my initials with Associates attacked on the back.
Yeah, a lot of creative juices went into coming up with that name.
Yeah, it's lasted 15 years.
Hey, that's a great success story there, just being around, right?
Right. Yeah, happy to be here.
And so, what is RDS Associates? I know, but the people out there don't, and let's let them know.
Well, I have a 25-year history in the office furniture business. That's been with a large manufacturer, Steelcase, large dealer out of San Francisco and here in town. And about 15 years ago, I decided I wanted to work with small business owners, and they were looking for good value, good pricing, and I had some background in used office furniture when I came from California.
Awesome.
So what I've been doing is everything and anything with used office furniture, brokering large quantities. Been providing furniture for Thompson for a number of years, and buying it from IBM, it's moving it around, you know. But a lot of times it comes from the big companies and it goes into smaller businesses and startups.
And you have a warehouse, right?
I have a couple warehouses.
Okay.
50,000-foot warehouse I have with a partner, and another warehouse that I've expanded into that are both right around 30th and Shadeland.
30th and Shadeland. And I've actually been out there, been a customer, love the stuff I got from you. Got to come back out and visit. What is the one thing that differentiates you from any of your competition? There's a few guys doing used office furniture out there. What would you say? What would you say separates you apart?
Well, a lot of those guys buy from me.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm like the original source for a lot of this because I came from other parts of the country. I'm able to, buy large quantities and choose whether to bring it into my warehouse. I'll sell it to my competitors, on a brokering deal there. So I think without a question, I've had the longest commitment to selling used furniture. Before it was green with money, because it was half the price. So, and I have contacts, I've done a 3,300 workstation job in Philadelphia, for example, where I peeled off, thousands of files and thousands of chairs and moved them here locally.
So the trick in being a wholesaler is really to be able to, is the buying power, and really that's your differentiator, is that you're able to get the price at a level that allows, obviously if there's middlemen in the game, to mark you up. You're the one that's going to have the most cost-effective solution, and it sounds like too, there's no job too small.
No, I smallest quantity is one, and some of my best friends started off as onesies, and my role really has been broker, where I might flip a job from San Francisco to Chicago, wholesaler, where I might bring it into my warehouse and then sell it to another retailer, as well as a retailer. So I've kind of, my niche is that I can do about all of it, and I like doing all of it. And we do some new furniture now too. Some of the stuff that's gone through the import channel is of good quality, but I pre-select. In other words, I don't say here's 30 chairs that might work. You know, it's more so, sit in these two chairs, and I'll be surprised if you don't like them because everybody else has.
You've tested it. You've filtered some of the best outsourced solutions.
Every chair I've seen in the industry the past 30 years, I have to sit in it. And I'm a nut for seating because I've got a bad back and I'm particular about it, and so I'm kind of a good test.
Now, I know you're just kind of getting your feet back into it. What are you determining might be good strategic connections for you to network with?
Well, people that are growing, people that are moving, those would be the primary times when a business decides, well, maybe it's time to forego this stuff that we've inherited, kind of an image move maybe. They've gone from, a space where they want to clean it up and look better. And I can provide them all the big names, Miller, Steelcase, Hayworth, and such. And most small business owners will have a lot of sticker shock when they get into that, because in the case before they might have been given furniture, from their pad, and
drug
so
it from
they go from zero to $4,000 in a hurry, So I like to, the reason I got into this business originally, I was working in the West Coast with the vice president of Clorox, and he said, every time I try and buy used furniture, nobody's got it, and every time I got to sell it, nobody wants it. You know, so I thought, well, there's a niche, probably how you got into this, you know, and so I've been trying to fill that ever since.
So I think, you know, just kind of filtering, kind of distilling that back down, commercial realtors might be a good strategic connection for you.
Absolutely.
Because they're around that purchase, sell. Anybody looking, you know, the guys like Ray Stapleton, Howard Beanstalk, the expense reduction guys that are looking at, okay, we're doing a move, how can we reduce this move's expense in order to make sure our overhead is as low as it possibly can be? They're not actually purchasing you, but they're influencing to a great deal your kind of purchase, and that might be a good long-term strategic connection. Does that make sense?
One of the reasons I'm back at Rainmakers is after, you know, I kind of shifted my business position, and I was going to do business like virtually around the country, big projects. Well, those disappeared as of September 15th, and I said, well, where am I now? I said, you know, all my business has always come from a referral. You know, a friend or a mover or a real estate guy, somebody who knows me, and 85% of those times it makes a deal. So I, you know, started looking at my networking options. I joined the Chamber of Commerce. I got invited to a Rainmakers opportunity. I've been to 2 or 3. I really like the concept, and so yeah, I'm out there to you know, work with the people in you know, you know, similar clients.
Sure. I think I think one of the things we do is pull you into Bridges to Enterprise, because I think, you know, that those guys that are targeting $10 million and up and that are there, that have that as a target market, they would be a good strategic long-term fit for you. And then I think, you know, one of the things I would throw at you if I was playing marketing coach for you a second is the 2 spaces that I see are just taking off right now are app dev, application development companies, and the medical space, you know, and big surprise there, right? I mean, and then if you got a fusion of those two, medical application development software firms, they're really going through. So we had a couple guests right on the show today. John Spear with Creo Quality is a product development manager for the medical device space. Good guy to know, and a great networker, building his own network for medical device companies. You want to talk about a breakthrough company? I mean, those are those guys who somebody has invented something that can replace a need that is going to, you know, that's going to be in a high growth pattern. I mean, they're going to go from 3 desks to 50 inside 16 months, and that might be a good strategic connection for you. Does that make sense?
That's perfect. When I was in San Jose, you know, that's the Silicon Valley, the heart of the startup before people knew what it was. So I've seen companies go from 2 to 5,000, you know, and so now the pricing competitive back, everybody knows that gig now. So you know, if you got a startup, you know, they get the price.
And it is happening in Indiana, despite the news. I mean, Angie's List just got 40 mil in venture capital. That happened like a couple months ago. Exact Target's growing. Compendium Blogware. There's a lot of good technology plays that are happening right here in the state, and a lot of people don't know about it.
Well, those are 2 of my good clients.
There you go.
Scott Dorsey with Exact Target used to work for me, actually, and I did an internet startup around 2000, so you can imagine how that went. But for the first phase of his business development, I'd come in Monday and he'd be in my office, and I said, you know, he goes, I need it by the end of the day. I'm hiring people, you know, and then Alley Sales over at Compendium Software, good client of mine, doing the same thing. So, yeah, you know, we're really ideal for any of those companies that need it quick, they need it cheap, they need it good. We love those clients.
It's awesome. Right here on The Buzz. Appreciate having you back, Dave.
All right, Tony. Good to see you. Thanks.